Hello and welcome to this short presentation about how to apply for the UQ Abroad Student Exchange Program at the University of Queensland. Throughout this presentation I'll be referring to the UQ Abroad website to help you to understand how to navigate your way around. So please familiarise yourself with the web address www.uq.edu.au/UQ Abroad. Before we start, please ensure that you have completed your research into Exchange by doing the following. Watch the presentations in the What is UQ Abroad series, which are linked here. What is UQ Abroad? Costs and scholarships, and you're watching How Do I Apply? Please ensure that you have also watched the regional sessions that are relevant to your interest in Exchange. Please confirm that you meet the eligibility criteria for going on Exchange, which you can find here. And please make sure that you have thoroughly researched your top 3 preferences of host university by going through the Choose a University page here. While you are visiting these pages, please read through the student testimonials to see what other students have experienced on Exchange. Once you have decided upon your top 3 preferences of host university, it's time to fill in the UQ Abroad application form and study plan. Please find these documents here under the Apply button. Apply to UQ Abroad. The UQ Abroad application form is quite straightforward and shouldn't take you too long to fill in. Section 1 is all about you. Section 2 is all about your study here at UQ. Section 3 is all about your exchange preferences. Please ensure that you list your top 3 preferences of host university. Given the popularity of some exchange partner universities, you cannot be guaranteed a place at your first preference host university. So please make sure that you have thoroughly researched your second and third preferences to make sure that they are also viable alternatives if we cannot offer you a place at your number 1 preference. Section 4 is about previous exchange experience. If you have already gone on exchange through UQ Abroad, then you will be considered after all other applicants for exchange places. So please keep this in mind when choosing your top 3 preferences. Section 5 is all about finances. UQ Abroad requires you to complete a rough guesstimate budget for your exchange. Your application will not be accepted or denied on the basis of this budget, but you do need to think carefully about how much it will cost to go on exchange and where the money will be coming from. For more information on costs and scholarships and other sources of financial assistance for your exchange, please make sure that you have watched the Costs and Scholarships presentation in this series. Section 6 is all about additional requirements that you may need for your studies. Most host universities should be able to accommodate you, but prior notification will be required. Section 7 requires you to write a personal statement about why you wish to go on exchange. What are your expectations and motivations? What challenges might you come up against, and how will you go about managing them? Please write a minimum of 250 words. Section 8 is all about language requirements and proficiency. If you wish to study mainstream courses in a foreign language, then you will need to prove to us that you have a high enough level of that spoken and written language to study in that foreign language at the host university. You will need to have an assessment of language proficiency form signed by your language professor or tutor and submit this with your application for exchange. Sections 9, 10 and 11 are consent and disclosure clauses that allow UQ Abroad to share relevant information with host universities, the delegates that you authorise, and other exchange students taking part in the exchange program. Section 12 is a checklist that you must go through before submitting your application to UQ Abroad to ensure that your application is full and complete. Please ensure that your application is submitted by the deadline, which is listed at the top of the application. The 31st of May for an exchange in semester 1 of the following year, and October 31 for an exchange in semester 2 of the following year. Please note this date is for a previous application round. Now on to the study plan. This document is the key to your exchange. If you cannot find courses at your host university that will give you credit towards your UQ degree, as approved on this study plan document, then your exchange cannot proceed. Please note that a study plan should only be completed and submitted to your UQ faculty and UQ Abroad for your first preference host university. You should go through the same research process for your second and third preference host universities as well, but a formal study plan should only be prepared for your first preference host university. Section 1 is all about you, your personal details, the name of your first preference host university, the timing of your exchange, and who the study plan is being submitted to. This is for if you study within multiple faculties here at UQ for dual degree students. Section 2 is where you list the host university courses that you are seeking approval for in the left-hand column. Please include a course code and title if possible, and include the course value in the local credit value system. Host university courses code and title, and the course value. You must list a sufficient number of courses in the host university course column to make up a standard full-time load at your host university. This may be 30 ECTS, 15 credits, or 60 units, for example. Please refer to the host university information page on the UQ Abroad website to find out exactly what the full-time load requirement is at your preferred host university. It is recommended that you list double the number of courses that you need to make up a full-time study load at your host university, so that you have backup options ready to go when it is time to enrol at the host university, and you find that courses are no longer on offer, they are closed to international students, they aren't taught in English after all, or the many other reasons why exchange students often struggle to enrol in courses at the host university. This means that if 30 ECTS is the standard full-time load at your host university, then you must have at least 60 ECTS worth of courses listed on your study plan. Please feel free to have multiple pages to your study plan. On the right-hand side of the table, you can write in the UQ course that you believe is the suitable equivalent or that you hope to see credit for. Your school and faculty will have the ultimate say on whether or not host university courses can be approved for your exchange and what they will give you credit for upon your return to UQ. Please ensure that you attach all of the course profiles to your study plan for the courses you have listed at the host university to allow for easy processing within the faculty. Most host universities do not provide as much detail as UQ does in their course profiles, but please find as much detail as you can and submit it to your UQ faculty to facilitate the approvals process. Please read the second page of the study plan document to find out more specific details about what your UQ faculty requires. The original of the study plan plus the course profiles must be submitted directly to your UQ faculty by the application deadlines I mentioned earlier. UQ Abroad will need a copy of the study plan page only as part of your application, but the original study plan with course profiles needs to go directly to your UQ faculty. If you wish to find out more information about the UQ Abroad Exchange program, please watch the other presentations in this series, which can be found going through this button. What is UQ Abroad? Costs and scholarships, how do I apply, and the regional sessions. You may also like to attend a discovery session that will be held face-to-face during the semester. Times and dates are yet to be confirmed, but these will be updated shortly. You may also like to check out the FAQs or contact UQ Abroad. We are located in room 220 on level 2 of the Student Union Complex, which is building 21C. Our opening times for consultation are between 11 and 2 during semester. Please note that each advisor has a different portfolio responsibility and will be able to advise you on different regions and different universities that we have exchange partnerships with. The UQ Abroad team looks forward to working with you in the coming semesters to organise your exchange and welcomes any questions you may have. Thank you for listening.